Okay, so recently, I think this was like last night that it actually like happened, but I started it the evening before. So yeah, I did this sketch of, it's a type of belly dance. Okay, what she's wearing, um, I'm pretty sure it's in Arabic or Arabian. It's called like bedla or bedle, which just means costume, except she's wearing like a Ghawazee coat, which you can sometimes see the belly through like the slit, not necessarily every time. This is a Ghawazee. It was a type of gypsy in Egypt, um, and this is just like one of those modern kind of versions. There's so many kinds of Ghawazee coats and bedla and whatever, and this is just another my take on it. So I don't know where the heck it came from. Like this is like me without any practice, and I have been trying to sketch for a long time, for like months, and this was me like trying desperately to get anything happening, just nothing but crap happening. So I've been dealing with like a really deep up and down like depression over it, and I don't even know where the heck it came from. But this specific sort of sketch, I mean, it's been on or in my mind, sort of just floating around me, probably like 3 weeks, and I've been sort of like avoiding it, and then it was just sort of like things that I was doing, like especially like online. Just stuff would come up that would just remind me of it, and then I kept seeing it in my mind, and until I'm like really feeling it, or just music that would just like, I would put my music on play like random, and then it would just happen, and I don't know where the heck it comes from. I don't know how the heck I could do that without any practice for months, and it doesn't suck that bad. And then I took my phone, because it's the age of oversharing, and just was going like snippety snap with my phone, and I drew a sketch, I suck, whatever. And the people usually don't care. They're like, whatever. Like, oh yeah, you're doing your art thingy, you weirdo. Ooh. Like I'm diseased or something. And then I don't know what happened, but like people started like liking it. I don't know what the heck happens with that. I mean, I haven't even scanned this yet. I have not even scanned this picture at all. So, why you guys like my picture, huh? Um, so I'm gonna scan this one, and it's gonna be on DeviantArt, which I publish pretty much everything I do there, pretty much, and I license out my sketch versions, my clean sketch versions of my drawings, to Creative Commons, and it's just something that I believe in, because, God, I mean, being an artist, and I have been an artist my whole life, a lot of times like younger people, like kids, but also art students, or people who are adults who just got into art because it's good for you. It really is. It's so good for you. It's good for your brain. It's good for your like emotional health. I mean, whatever. But there's people who ask me, what can I do? What da. And a lot of times, some people are like really shy, whereas other people like, some people are like bold and they ask me like stupid requests. But for this thing, you don't even have to really even request me. I license it to the Creative Commons so that you can legally download the high resolution of the scanned version, and then you can color it any way you like. You can use like Photoshop if you want to use Photoshop, or whatever program you like. Or what you could do is you can print it out. You should, if you're gonna print it out, please, I hope you know what you're doing. I hope you know how to print correctly. The resolution should be really good, but you should print it on like a decent kind of paper. Like, don't do it on bond paper, I think. I mean, unless that's the certain texture you're looking for. But I mean, you could do it on bond paper. And then you could use like graphic markers or whatever, acrylic markers or whatever, but graphic markers and color pencils and whatever, mixed media, or you could print it on like, because this is a really good effect, you can print it on like colored charcoal or colored pastel paper, and then you can use like a mixed media technique where you do some parts, like the base colors, in some markers, and then you get your highlights in there with some pastels or white charcoal. Yeah. Or whatever. I've done mixed media with markers, and then on top I've used paint. I mean, I've done all kinds of stuff. I've done stuff with like colored pencils, and I mean all kinds of things. But that you can totally do that. You don't even have to tell me if you don't want to. You're just supposed to at least keep my name on it, and just you should, you know, mention who I am. But what you can't do is you can't like make money off it. If you're making money off it, that's no, don't do that, because then I got to get the lawyers and stuff, and I hate doing that. But yeah, usually when it comes to my finished work, like the colored work, that's a different story. That you gotta ask me. That I don't let people do really anything to it. But the sketch versions, I let people, because it's like, how else are you gonna learn? You know? Whatever. My work is sort of between a simple and a detailed, and I don't know, I have my thing, the way I do stuff. So either you like me or you don't, or whatever.